Welcome to the MommaNevin Knits YouTube channel. My name is Joan and I am MommaNevin here and on Instagram. I have a Gmail account. It's MommaNevin, M-O-M-M-A Nevin, N-E-V-I-N, @gmail.com. So if you have questions or comments, you can leave them there. You can leave them in the comments below, whatever you would like to do. This channel is where I discuss all of my old unfinished projects that I am trying to get finished and anything new that comes along that I decide to start. Anyway, I'm very happy that you've decided to join me here today. Today is March 24th, and the weather in my location in Southern California, the high today is 60 degrees, which is a little bit chilly for us, so that's exciting. The longer winter lasts, the happier I am. Excuse me. My craft room is still a work in progress. Right now, the way that I am sitting, my kids wouldn't like it too much. My daughter-in-law told me that I need to have it where the shelf is not sitting on my head, but I'm doing my best here, guys. All right. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Let me get a drink of water. I brought my water in here with me because I am a robo-human. I have a monitor attached to my body to tell me what my blood sugar is at all times. I was noticing that my blood sugar was a little bit higher than I like it to be, and I don't want my alarm to go off. So I need to drink some water real quick and get that number down so that my alarm doesn't sound, because it's quite annoying. All right. Not a lot of progress this week. I had intentions to get so much done, and what I find happens is on Sunday, I'm thinking, oh, I have to do a podcast today, so I'm trying to hurry up in the morning and get a bunch of stuff done, but the reality is I get done what I get done. I would love to be like 72 Stitches, who can, I think she can sneeze and make a sock. She's just so quick and she does such a good job, but unfortunately I don't knit that fast and I get distracted. And today I got nap attacked. So didn't get as much done as I would have liked to before the podcast, but you know, I promised myself that I was going to do an episode a week, so I am going to stick to that for at least the first year, and then we'll see how things go. This is episode lucky 13, so that's probably why I've had to start over a couple of times already. John's socks. I didn't get a lot done. Again, we have a theme this week. I got about 15 rows done on each sock. These are a size 12 men's sock, which is size 2 needles, 2.75 millimeters, 68 stitches around. I'm almost finished with the gusset decreases, and I saw a podcast many years ago, well, not many, but years ago, and this lady was knitting a pair of size 12 socks for someone, and she said, and halfway down the foot, I lost my will to live. And I was like, I can relate to that. So especially, I am a little bit frustrated with the yarn, and so it's making it harder for me to make myself work on them. So I need to get those done, and I don't, they are a gift for my insurance guy. So I don't want to knit bad mojo into them. I know that's silly, but it's just the way I feel. Anyway, so Becca's frog. Becca's frog is stuffed. The body is stuffed. We still have to make the legs, and excuse me, this last piece is not, as you can tell, the ends are not woven in or anything like that. What I'm going to do, because there is a special thing that you have to do with the eyes to make them sink in so that they look more like eyes. The eyes, what did I do with those? They were right here. Anyway, I don't know what happened to them. I think they're right here. Yeah, nope. Those something else. Never mind. Anyway, so there is a special thing that you have to do to make the eyes go in to look like eyes. So what I will do is I will do that little trick to make these go in to look like eyes. Then I will undo this enough to put my safety eyes in. And I had those, again, I have restarted this video a couple of times. So with moving things around, that's probably where they are. They're here somewhere. I will find them. Anyway, I will show this to you next week for sure. And the eyes, he should have eyes by then. So I would name him, but I'm not going to because it's her frog. She can name him whatever she wants. Anyway, one other note on this is I had some batting for quilting, but it was like the fluffy batting, and I decided that I wasn't going to use that for quilting, but I decided to use it to stuff this frog because these motifs have like some pretty big areas that stuffing shows through. So I didn't want to have to worry about my stuffing falling out. So I used that batting, and that seemed to work really well. So I will let you know how that goes. I think he's probably just going to sit on a shelf somewhere. He's not going to be played with, I don't think. But so I think that is a good solution in this situation. So let's see what else we have here. We have, ta-da! I finished this. I'm so happy with how it came out, and it just is just so cute. And I had planned originally to do one a month with the theme, and you could tell how long it took me to do this one. So I probably will get started in the next one that I decide to make soon. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy this one. I did discover I'm not very good at putting the edges together. So something to work on. All right, my sock, no progress this week. I worked really hard to get the plastic canvas finished. So, you know, some things didn't get any love this week. My stained glass throw that I feel like I'm cheating on my other projects with, and I shouldn't be working on it, but I just am enjoying it so much that I'm allowing myself to. So last week I had finished up this color, so this week I did this color. So I'm starting a new color. I don't know if you can tell. I am still doing the slip stitch, like how you do slip stitch plying. I think it's called chain plying. I am still doing the chain plying so that I have 3 strands at a time that I'm working with. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a brain hiccup. Oh, on my stained glass throw, sorry to go back to that. It is an eye hook 5.5 millimeter. Sewing, I didn't do any sewing this week. We are still trying to get the room back to having all of my things in here. My husband has served somewhat of an eviction notice on me for the other room, so I have to get all my stuff out of there. Yarn motivated. I have your bag cut out. It is not sewn. I am planning on doing that this week coming up. I promise. I'm going to get it done. I may still have it for the show next week so I can show it, but then I will be mailing it out. My Battenberg. Well, Jessica's Battenberg. I am working right now on getting it squared up. So, oh, sorry, backwards. Getting it squared up. So it's more like this instead of on point like this. But this is just one of those blankets that you just, I like to just sit and look at it. Because it's just, I just love it. I just absolutely love it. It's so pretty. And I can't wait till someday I finish it. I am using I don't have that on here, do I? Yeah, I'm discombobulated this week. Yeah, I do use a size B 2.25 millimeter crochet hook with that. And I have made not a million, I exaggerate. But I've made a bunch of these little squares. And I discovered that the old Felici, one color repeat is the perfect size to make a square. So I'm hoping that we can get Knit Picks to bring back the old Felici colors because I really like them. All right, so my new project this week is my diamond painting. I am going to get started. Oh, sorry. I am going to get started with this. My husband told me that I have a big hole right here. So I decided that I'm going to get started on my diamond painting and frame it, and it should go perfect right there. Now, I find it very funny, and I don't know if you will, I find it very funny that there's so many decorations that I have that are for sewing when actually I knit and crochet more than I sew. So I don't know what that means. All right. I did get a new hole puncher. It's not that exciting for the button maker. So I finally found the right one. I had to get a 1 5/16 inch. I don't know, but it works and I'm happy. Okay, big news. I won one of the prizes in the WhoDoneknit. And boy, let me tell you, two sisters and some yarn know how to put a prize package together. It is crazy. All of the things that I have. So I will go over this. I feel like I should spread it out over a couple of weeks. There's so much in here. But I have a skein of yarn. Isn't this gorgeous? This is from Unplanned Peacock Studios. It's Peacock Sock. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's very pretty. I really like that. Then I got a set of minis. Now, I know I had a set of these, but I had the fingering size. These are DK. So I don't know if, sorry, my throat is really rough today. But I don't know, I may do something special with these. I have been, I don't know if you've heard of Jamie Lomax. She's the designer behind Pacific Knit Co. And she makes doodles. And they have doodle cowls. And I haven't been too interested in them because I don't really need a cowl down here where I live. But I just love the little doodles. So I think I am going to maybe use these in a doodle. We'll see. So that's exciting. And I got a yarn from, this is Simply Sock. It's a small batch sock. And the color of this is color 1115. But it's really, really pretty. It's really pretty. So those will be pretty. Then I got another, I mean, it's crazy how big this is. This is color 1114. And isn't that gorgeous? Just all the colors in there, really pretty. And then I got 2 of these, which is a pattern crochet, and this is called Northern Lights. So that will go into my crochet area back there and get settled. It's going to take a while. I got so much stuff in here. I got Universal Yarn color 401, but I love the pinks in it. Oh, sorry, upside down. So it's Marathon Sock. So I also got a WhoDoneknit magnet, and I got some stitch stoppers and a Two Sisters and Some Yarn button. So I got like a police car. Isn't that cute? Just adorable. I got a coffee mug, which my husband's so thrilled about. He thinks I need to get rid of coffee mugs, but I like them. And I got a bag that has WhoDoneknit. And I got a pattern for a wildflower for children. And got a little note card for thanking me. And I got this bag that's just amazing. And I can't tell who made it. But, I mean, look at this thing. This is great. Because all of that stuff fit in here. And it's got a thing on it that says WhoDoneknit 2024. But I'm not sure who the bag maker is. So I may reach out to Amy and see if she can tell me who the bag maker is. Because I would definitely like to thank them. This is a really, really nice bag. And it also came with a little pouch to put stitch markers and things like that in. Isn't that adorable? I feel very, very fortunate that I won that. Apparently I did really good with my guessing. I didn't think that I had. But the person that I picked as the killer was the killer. Because she seemed shifty to me. So, so that's why I kept guessing her. I didn't have the victim right, but I think I had the reason why I won and went into the drawing was because I had the killer correct. So that is just amazing, all that I won there. Okay, let me go over real quick. I'm done with all the knitting and crochet and crafty content, but so it's time to talk about my puppies. Pirate is mine and my husband's dog. He is a rescue mix. He's about 2 years old, maybe. I think when we decide to celebrate his birthday, we're gonna say he's 3. He's just so cute. He's rotten is what he is. He's spoiled rotten. He's been getting into mischief this week quite a lot. And I work from home. And so my desk, my office area in the living room, I have like little bins there to sort things. To sort and, you know, organize and whatever. And I just leave them behind my desk for, you know, just throw things in. Well, this week that one was empty, and apparently he decided he needed to organize something and was heading outside with it. So we had to tell him no. So, sorry. He is a staffy mix, and so he's very strong. But he has been helping us. He thinks it's springtime and we need to dig up the backyard and maybe plant some things. We don't normally plant things. But he decided that he was going to be our #1 helper with getting that backyard dug up. So we think that he dug up a gopher because he was real interested in the pool, and I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on? Why are you so interested in what's going on in the pool? I went out there and looked, and there's a dead gopher floating in the pool. So that's going to be a lot of chemicals that we have to put in the water. But anyway, so bad. So we don't know if he like dug down and found the gopher and proceeded to dump him in the pool and drown him, or if he ran him over there, or what happened. But that is not my only gopher story of the week, surprisingly. We live next door to an elementary school, and I don't know what the deal is, but they have a lot of gophers over there, and therefore we always have gophers. So, changing channels here. My next thing is Chips. Chips is my grand dog. She is a 1-year-old black Cocker Spaniel, and she's adorable. She's beautiful. So my son wasn't feeling well this week, but he had to take Chips out, and because she has got that puppy energy and it has to be burned or it's bad. So he took her to the park to play and let her off the leash, and she wouldn't go home. He called her and called her and called her, and she wouldn't go home. And he had to get my daughter-in-law, Jessica, to meet them at the park to get her to go home. She's very strong-willed. But then he sent us a video yesterday where he had taken her to the park on a leash. She's not allowed off the leash right now. But she caught a gopher. I don't know if it's gopher season or what. But she caught a gopher and just shook the fool out of it and threw him down. And Mr. Gopher's just over there like, whoa, what just happened here? So, I don't know. I don't know what it is about my dogs that they're gopher hunters. Well, she's not my dog, but she's my grandbaby. Anyway, never a dull moment. Happenings in Southern California. Our son Scott came over to visit, and he was looking at my set and giving me suggestions. And, you know, anybody else, if they give you suggestions on things, you go, yeah, right, whatever. But Scott and Steve, in their teenage high school years, and actually even a little while in their jobs, made a lot of films. So they were really good at lighting and things like that. So whenever they tell me something, I listen. It's very, I'm enjoying quite a bit how much my kids and my husband Ned is really, he always watches my shows with me and gives me helpful tips, and I'm sure this week I'm going to get a bunch of them. But one thing we noticed last week when we were watching my episode was how light my hair looks in this new setting. And my hair is not this light. It just, I don't know what happened, and I did not dye my hair. I figure I will take whatever comes with it. If it's silver, it's silver. I don't care. But it looked so much lighter last week, and that was really kind of surprising to us. One last thing this week in Southern California, my knit shop that I used to go to where my company is. My company that I work for is about 30 minutes from where I live. And there is a knit shop over there that's a really, really good knit shop. And they have Thursday lunch Zoom meetings. And so they sent out a thing saying, we have this Zoom meeting, blah, blah, blah. And they had Jamie Lomax come to the Zoom meeting. And she is the designer behind, Pacific Knit Co. I talked about them a little bit earlier, or was it when I did before? I don't remember. Anyway, and so it was just really, it was really nice to get to listen to her backstory and things like that. So it was really enjoyable, and I really liked doing that. So that is all I have this week. I'm sorry, I feel like I was a little all over the place. So hopefully you'll forgive me for that, and you'll come back and visit with me again. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so, so much. And I will see you next week for Easter.
Alright, I hope you're satisfied with yourself for a couple days, because she literally just pulled a gopher out of the ground. He's alive! He's in shock. No, we're not getting it!